off the play fake on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two
wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field.
Fires a ball, now it's picked off. Bringing it back. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Pass interference, defense.
That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for it all. And it's knocked away. They'll start this drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Webb. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's McLaurin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
It's picked off, and they ruin the the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The defense takes matters into its own hands. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's McLaurin. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's McLaurin. Open space at the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down and run. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. And he's got a touchdown. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air, using his legs to buy some time. Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grant behind the line. It's Smith. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got him still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Try to barge their way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Caught near the sticks. It's McLaurin. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And they'll get him down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be
going downfield for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Looking to throw again. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well. And at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Here comes the heat. They got him. It's a sack. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Martin will throw it. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's McLaurin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep.
Breaks into the open. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. We're going to throw it over the top of the D. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this This offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the...
And it's in there for a touchdown. Martin back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Right down the gut of the field. And in for the... They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. At the 35, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Richardson. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Got it! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They want to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to find the end zone. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Illegal forward pass.
You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making checks. Martin back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And it's in for a touchdown. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. Second down, he'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch. So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's McLaurin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He might want another play. Martin will throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw?